We're from Jersey, baby, 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 baby. And you're not.
Back your hips up, down, up, down.
We're from Jersey, baby. From Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. Baby, 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 and you're not.
It kind of surprised me, to be honest. I mean, I knew she had a penis and all, but I guess I never really thought about how big Michelle's penis could be. You know, we just kissed and shit like that. But one day we were having a few drinks and we started dancing salsa, and holy shit, thought you had a snake in her trousers.
All right, look, listen, Linda. Let's go ahead and settle this for all you heifers that are online squawking today. I'm talking to you half brain cells that keep getting online today saying, Mega must be scared. They didn't show up and counter protest our No Kings fantasy feast. First and foremost, who in the hell are we scared of? A bunch of Riri's running around in freaking Halloween costumes? Cause see, while y'all are out here in the streets playing pretend, okay, the rest of America, we got hobbies, spend time with our families, doing things around our house, watching football, a plethora of other things, you know, really exercising our God-given free rights that we have in our country, being able to come and go as we please, do what we want to do in this country, and not have some authoritarianism trying to tell us what the freak to do. Furthermore, why would I waste one of my days that I get off from work to come out and to deal with a bunch of morons who are screaming into the void about something and someone that doesn't even exist? From what I saw, y'all look like a bunch of toddlers screaming at the clouds like somebody just took your juice box. And I don't play imaginary anymore. I stopped doing that when I was a child, when I quit watching Barney. And I know everybody's been saying this all daggone weekend, but I'm just going to double down on it. We already have a No King's Day. It's called the 4th of July. We've been celebrating since 1776. And another thing, why would I show up to what looked like an AARP mixer with a bunch of megaphones? Cause see, my mama raised me right. She always told me to respect my elders. Well, I'll be daggum if I'm going to show up and start arguing with somebody's meemaw wearing her orthopedic shoes while clutching her pearls, screaming about tyranny. And Lord, sweet baby Jesus, don't even get me started on what king-like mentality looks like. I mean, my Lord, go get you a mirror and look at your own daggum party. The same ones who threatened your livelihood if you didn't take a jab. Or the same ones that threw a candidate in there and didn't even ask for your vote. So nay there, Karen. We aren't scared. We're just busy doing adult things.
All right, you guys, podcast time. We got the equipment and the perfect business plan. Give our show away for free and tell no one how to find it. I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
Hey, everybody. Welcome into the Boomer Bunker, the 361st episode of the Boomer Bunker, if you can believe that shit. I am one of your hosts, John Domingo, and with me, my co-host, Duchess.
Good evening.
And then quietly lurking in the background, producer Mike.
Let's go, baby.
Okay. And we have a special guest with us today, George Fonts. Did I say that right? Okay,
George
thank
Fonts.
God. Maybe I should have asked that for the half an hour we were talking before then.
Nah, you got it right.
He is from the podcast World Ablaze with George Fonts, and also he has a YouTube podcast show, whatever, with his brother. It's Random Thoughts with George and Manuel. So, and you can find all his stuff at worldofblazepodcast.com. So,
yeah, you'll have to look the Random Thoughts with Manuel and George on YouTube. We don't even have a website yet. It's weird, but you know, it's available. It's there and on Rumble.
Don't you worry, George. We're going to have all your links for all this stuff in the show notes, so they'll be able to find
We
you.
got you.
The chat's already all aflutter, so I better do a good job. Hey, listen, before we get in all of that, Duchess, why don't you tell everybody where they can find our shit?
Oh, sure. We'd love for you to follow us on social media and join our Discord. You can leave a voice message at boomerbunker.com. And you can also send us a text or actually leave a voicemail at 856-477-1935. And if you would like your very own Boomer Bunker mug or tumbler, such as this for our viewing audience, just simply go over to horribledesigns.com and Jason will be happy to take care of you. And just as a reminder, we don't make a dime on our merch and we just want to make it affordable as possible for everyone.
All right. So, George, if I could, I wouldn't mind asking you a few questions about you. I found your podcast. I guess, believe it or not, Aaron is he is the center. He is the son of
He's the Kevin Bacon of all of us.
Yeah, everybody's here. It's like 7 degrees of Aaron. So I was wondering, because I just found your show and I do enjoy it. How did you start with this? When did you start doing this?
Here we go. All right. So I actually started with my brother. My brother's been podcasting for almost 12 years. He's been doing this for a pretty long time. And he had me on his show kind of as a guest. I think it was more for me to hang out with him because we don't always see each other. We're like super busy. And so this kind of made it a way for us to get together, talk, hang out, and just be ourselves. And I guess I caught the bug. And I've always liked the idea of it because, especially during COVID, I hear all these guys talking and giving their opinions on what's going on politically, what's going on in the world. And they're just talking out their ass. Like they don't really know anything, or they're just trying to get attention by, well, John, you know some stuff, but everybody's just trying to get attention by being the most outrageous idiot. And I used to, on my brother's show, I used to say just a bunch of jumping monkeys, like jumping around, waving their hands, yelling, screaming. So I'm like, well, why not me? I'll say some shit, whatever. But I took a little bit different approach. In the beginning, I tried to do like a deep dive, give you guys all the details, leave all the links, and then that became really, really hard after a while, especially with my schedule. So I still do that, but I broke out on my own about 2 years ago. So it's only been 2 years for me. And I just been running with it and trying to get better and better at it. Been bringing guests on recently, and that's been tricky because I feel like I got away from what I started doing, which was like calling people out on their shit, really. Showing the clips, going down the rabbit hole, saying, look, here's why this is wrong, and here's the history. And by the way, back in 17 whatever, this happened, and here we are, and they're trying to deny it. So stuff like that is what I was doing, more investigatory, I guess. Backing up what I say with facts and data. And with guests, I don't always have the opportunity because it becomes about them and their subject matter expertise. And so with that being said, I like that because I want to learn. I want to know what these guys have to say. Even Joe Walsh, since we talked about it there. So, I just want to hear the other side, regardless of if they agree with me or not, or if my audience agrees with them. I just want to hear them talk because I think that in the end, the longer I get them to talk, they're just going to reveal who they are, and then everyone could make their decision on how they feel about that person. And sometimes I get crap for it, but you know what? I'm not going to stop. So I'm going to start sprinkling in more solo episodes again to balance the show. But anyway, I started 2 years ago, and I started with my brother, and my brother and I still do a show together. We call it Random Thoughts with Manuel and George, which has really become what it started with my brother, which was his old show called Stretch Goose, which was his old gamer tag that he just always had. So yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell as far as the podcasting goes.
Yeah, I do the same thing with guys I went to college with. My really good friend Deuce and his brother Joe. We come in here once a month. We day drink, and then we talk about stuff. So yeah, I do the same thing. Okay, so let's dive into the.
Wait, I had a question.
Sure,
yes.
I had a question. So I noticed the background.
Yeah.
And I would love for you to explain the champagne bottles back there and how your champagne tastes, I guess.
All right. Yeah, that's an interesting one because I think before I started doing video, I used to do this thing where I was like, I would cheers everybody, and my thing would be like, hey, for everybody who's at work, doesn't want to be at work, going to work, getting off work, staying home, whatever, who gives a fuck, right? Here's cheers to you. And I used to do that, and I had all these sound effects, but when I moved to video, I think people thought I was faking. I was like, oh, this guy's just pressing buttons. But to some degree, I was for the pops and stuff because the bottle was already open, let's just be honest. And so with this background I got here, after I moved things around here, I used to keep it kind of dark, kind of doing that coming out of the darkness vibe. But it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. I was just trying to hide the office. It was ugly, I have 3 shops for my business, and I was trying to make one of the offices a podcast studio. but I never got around to it because we're so busy. And I walk in after a gig, unload the trucks, and we just throw shit everywhere. And my office just becomes another storage. So I try to keep it at the house now. And so when I move things around, the bottles back there, everything back there kind of represents me a bit. So that picture back there, it looks like a picture. It's actually a collage of a bunch of cigar bands from all the cigars I smoke. So it's like all these different brands of cigars. And my wife actually put that together for me. And then on the other side over there, just whiskey, cigar stuff. So I have over there, it's like, Scotch, whiskey, cigar box, Ashton cigar box, things like that. There's little things that represent me. I'm kind of a conundrum. I'm weird. I could reach over to the elitist side, I guess. I'm not a snob. It's just I like nice things. Reason is because I work my ass off for it. When I have the time, I just want to enjoy it. I don't like enjoying crappy drinks or crappy cigars. And it's not me thinking I'm above anyone. Believe me. It's just when I finally have the time, when I do, I just want to enjoy it. And I value, putting a little bit of money forward for me to enjoy something nice. And so as far as the champagne thing came along, most of that's my wife's fault. That's all she drinks. That is all she drinks.
Nice.
Like that's her beer, like literally. And I started getting into it, but I like it. I was Kate, like we discussed, I'm more like a wine person in the beginning. But what happened is she can't drink red wine because she has like this extreme heartburn condition. And so she could do the champagne. Whites are a little different than reds. And I just got to the point where it's like, great, I got all these nice bottles of reds that I don't want to drink by myself. So I started shifting champagne, and then I went down the rabbit hole, and I'm like, well, this is crap. Why am I drinking this? And I told her, let's try this one. Let's try that one. And so we ended up literally doing almost everything you could think of. I've either purchased and tried to see what I liked. Some I don't go back to. I mean, come on, I can spend $500 every damn time I want a bottle. But, I just want to try it.
$500?
Some bottles, yeah. But guys, it's not an everyday thing, so don't get me wrong.
He's not doing this every weekend. He works hard. He plays hard. That's okay.
Not every weekend.
It's a
John
mix.
knows someone that can pick up those bottles with her snatch.
Oh my God! Stop.
I do.
I used to in my drumming days. So
That's another podcast.
back there is just like three of my favorites. I'm missing one, but I got the Perrier Jouet back there, which is the one with the flowers, and that's the Belle Epoque. And then I have the Dom Perignon in the middle, which is a vintage 1992, and all those we've had for celebrations or whatever. And then that is a Vue back there, but that's the Le Grand Dame, which is their better, like just kind of their upper tier version.
Okay.
And so it's just representing stuff I like, and it's kind of like reaching out across the aisle to like, I'll sit down with snobs. I love it. I love sitting down with elitist dumb fucks. I swear to God. So I'll sit down with them at a restaurant. We'll go out, and I like to get them talking because, of course, they're always smarter than us, right? And then the sooner we get into a conversation, the longer that we talk, the dumber they fucking are. And that's just what happens. And they just walk away going, how in the hell did this guy come from nowhere and just make me look like an idiot? I'm sorry, but, I'm grounded. I'm a blue-collar guy. I really am. I that's all I do all day. I'm climbing ladders, pulling cable, hooking up stuff. I do concerts. Like, I'm not a guy that sits at the desk. But at the end of the day, if I'm going to put a cigar in my mouth, I want a good one. I want a Padron, for example. I want a Plasencia. I want an Ashton. I want something nice. And that's just me. That's my personality.
Fair.
You like the finer
Absolutely
things in
fair.
life, and if you work hard for it, I can see.
Nothing wrong with that.
I can definitely.
But again,
see
I'm not
that.
doing that every day, so don't get me wrong. I do have my staples that are
5
affordable.
o'clock, feet up.
I got
$100 cigar.
As you're saying all this, I in my head, I'm like, he doesn't have kids. Do you have children?
No.
There you go. I knew it.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard, I like this
for
and I
you.
like that, and right, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, because when I got married, I had 5 kids, and then there was no bottles of like champagne. If I had bought $500
that's-
bottle of champagne, she'd have shoved it up my backside. I'll tell you that right now.
Well,
You might not have had
John,
5
That's
kids.
not an everyday occurrence. Though.
I hear you.
I just
hear
went
you.
down this run of like, everyone says this is great. Is it? I buy it. I'm like, this tastes like shit. It's not worth the money. And I don't buy it again. So you got to experiment. There's no way I'm going to know unless I try it.
Right.
So
But
that's why I did.
You don't need to justify your purchases. I
Yeah, but
think
I'm not
good on
buying
you.
no
You
like
work
Louis
hard.
the 13th cognac and spending $1,300 a bottle. I'm not doing that,
Oh,
You've got a line,
neither.
right? You're like,
Right.
"Eh."
Well,
There's a
yeah,
lot.
after a while, it's like, come on, it doesn't make any sense.
Deuce buys these like he gets bourbon. Like we drink old fashions.
I love them.
Okay, so he is like when he does it, it looks like it's a science experiment.
Oh, it's beautiful
He's in
to
there,
watch.
He's got the
Yeah.
bitters and he's muddling this and he's got and they're really good. But he buys really good bourbon and rye. He does his with rye and mine with bourbon. I didn't know I was a bourbon guy until we started drinking.
Me either. They were so
So, yeah, but he buys like good bourbon,
He does.
but nothing that's really extraordinary. So I get it. I get it.
No, you got to be sensible. You have I mean, this is usually coffee, but this is actually laced with bourbon right here. So
Oh,
I'm
didn't
doing
know.
He is
half and
coming to
half.
the Boomer Bunker. You got to.
I didn't
I
know.
balance my champagne with bourbon or scotch. That's what I do.
Yeah, to see there's a bar cart behind me here, and then I just
see
roll
that.
that over to him, and then he starts making the drinks as soon as he gets in, and then usually by I don't know hour and a half, I'm plastered.
John's had
And
3 doubles. He's
I'm
drunk out of his
screaming into the
skull.
microphone. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just telling the world I'm just a drunk.
Nah.
All right. So I don't know how much you guys got into this no kings thing. I was fascinated by it. I'm not going to lie. I was fascinated by it the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that, I'm going to tell you straight out. I thought it was amazing. I love the fact that the olds got out. They got some fresh air. They got some exercise. They were carrying their signs. I saw them. They were dancing.
Drag him out of home. Yeah.
I never seen so many Q-tips out there. It was amazing. And it wasn't, was there some violence and some? Yeah, there's assholes and everything. But apparently 7 million people got out and they weren't happy with Trump. That's fine. They did it great. That's their God-given right to go out and protest. And I don't have a problem with it. Now, do I believe everything? Do I think they're uneducated? And do I think that most of them don't know what they're talking about? Yes, I do. But in this country, you're allowed to be stupid. So I enjoyed it. I have some stuff I've got clips. Oh boy, do I got clips.
Do we have clips?
So I don't know. Duchess, what did you think?
So I watched some of it, but I mainly tried to just stay away from it and just watch football. So I caught a lot of it on socials. And again, a lot of what I've seen that were represented in my area was definitely 60 plus. Not many younger folks at all. I'd say anybody under 35. It didn't seem like anybody had brown hair or just not white hair or hair, like they had hair. And it was, they're holding their signs, they're doing their thing. And you know what? As like you had said, as annoying as it is, and I disagree with them, at least it was for the most part peaceful. And that's the point of it. And again, if you can stand out there and, ring your bell and chant and sing your stupid little songs, good for you. I'm not going to stop. And, people are driving by honking. By us, there was a lot of it. But, I didn't pay too much mind. It was more fun to watch it on socials. And
yeah, well, I wasn't going driving
catch
around.
the
I was
crazy
watching on
people.
social. What do you think, George?
Well, I saw the first one that they did, or the one that was bigger months back. So I already got the gist of what they were doing. I didn't even bother to watch it. I was watching football and stuff too. Like I didn't even care. Here's the deal. 330 million people or so in the United States. They got 7 million total. They got less than 2% of the population to go out and say that they don't like Trump. Big fucking deal.
Whoop-de-doo.
How effective is that really? And, even if we're looking at voting aged persons, that's still not enough to make a dent, and the media covered it because of course it fits their narrative, their leftist narrative. Let's just call it what it is. The whole thing was just nothing more than I hate Trump. It had nothing to do with really had nothing to do with policies, had nothing to do with laws, didn't have anything to do with oppression. It was just, I hate Trump and this is what I'm going to do. We haven't had a king since 1776. So I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, if Trump was a king, then why are we still waiting for his nominees to be approved?
Yeah, right.
We still don't have them all approved. He's not like he just wake up one day and do whatever he wants or throw everybody in jail. He's not doing that. He still has to get Congress to pass certain things. Like he has executive order powers, but that doesn't cover everything.
No.
He still needs to work with, the House and the Senate. So it's ridiculous. And again, I had this conversation just like literally yesterday. I did a bunch of recordings with some guests, and here's the deal. Most of the people out there, and I talked to Bruce, by the way, guys, and that was a great conversation. And he brought that up, and we discussed the same thing that you just asked. And it's like the reality is, I didn't see a lot of youth. So the people, the Gen Zs, everybody out there that is going to be taking this country over and moving it forward, they're not going out there. It was mostly people that, I mean, no offense to anybody, but in their 60s and up that were out there. There wasn't a lot of youth. So this isn't a good representation of how America feels right now. It really isn't. That's my opinion.
I did see some younger people out there. Most of them had
Some.
green hair,
Ugh.
or blue hair or yellow hair. But like I said, I don't know what they're upset about. They say that he's taking away people's rights, and then as soon as they say, okay, well, let's see, let's find out what rights that you're taking away. They pucker up. So I have two ladies here that did the work for us. They went out and started asking questions.
We're out here at the No Kings protest and we're asking all the important questions.
Such as, if Trump was elected, how exactly is he a king?
Because he is trying to take control of everything. Like his checks and balances are not working. So he is just trying to completely disregard the Constitution.
So he's trying to take over everything.
Go do this.
They're just proving the point, though. They don't know what the fuck they're protesting about.
She had the best answer than some other people. At least she had a topic.
I love it when they ask the question and you see the light bulb go out in their head.
Just dims.
Right behind their head. They're like, "Oh no, I have to answer a question."
Explain.
Here's a white girl. She's a little younger.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of amendments have been kind of overcome.
A lot of amendments have been overcome. I see in the news all the time.
Yeah.
The fourth. I would ask her, how many amendments are there? Which amendments do you think were overcome, and what was that about? And she would have just.
I mean, just asking her to be specific would have just probably made her head explode.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they're out there walking.
They are.
Again, their steps.
Brainless zombies.
Yeah, which amendment specifically?
The whole one. Yeah, the first one.
The first one.
Freedom
The first one.
The
hold on.
first one.
protesting.
The freedom of protesting. Okay, here's my question.
Is he a Boy Scout? What is that?
George,
I have
is
no
this
idea
a
what that
boy
is.
or girl? I'm sorry. Is this a male or a female?
I can't even fucking define. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I don't know.
I'm going
what
to
that
say
is.
male.
I'm just gonna say it. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, here we go.
I would say that it's because even though he was elected, I agree, due process, he got what he got elected fairly, sure. But
All right, I'm going to ask you again after you heard this. Is that a male or female?
I don't know. That's
And
that's
I
Pat.
don't know. I mean, isn't that
Pat.
how they want to be addressed, or right? I don't know.
Well, I don't care how they want to be
I think
addressed.
it's
I'm just,
a girl trying to be a man.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't
Maybe.
tell if it was a.
This is
it's
my
the
favorite
kid
comment. The kid from Up.
that went woke.
he's doing things that make him a king. Like he's taking away, civil rights.
That's a great question. I don't particularly think he's a king. It's how people are viewing him as.
Actively switching the levers of power in order to subvert elections.
Oh, that was a quick
He's
response.
Actually, hold on. I want to
Play
find
it again.
Yeah, because I kind of lost this one. Here we go.
Actively switching the levers of power in order to subvert elections.
Okay.
Switching the lever of power.
Right.
In order to subvert elections.
Elections. Okay. All right. I mean,
So
was
we're
he
not going to have
around?
elections anymore?
Was he around in 2020? I mean,
I think that might have been a call to the redistricting stuff that's going on.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
But he's not the one that's redistricting. He's not the one that's redistricting.
Exactly.
No, he's
Jesus
not.
Christ.
He's not.
It's the states that are doing this. He has nothing to do with it.
No, these people.
Oh,
Again, this is what I always say all the time. These people live on the surface of the headlines. They don't go any deeper.
Correct.
They have no idea why they're there. Evident by the questions. They're getting put on the spot and they're like, what? This is the only guy that really answered quickly. But again, what I said earlier about mostly older people, when you're watching the background of this video, there's a few youth, but it's not the majority of who's there.
No.
I'd seen, before you hit play, I'd seen a video, of course, up on, I think, Twitter or X, whatever. And there was someone videoing people leaving an adult community. I mean, clearly 70 plus years old. They all come out with their walkers in their wheelchairs. They're all holding the same Trump sign. They're all wearing their crowns, and they're taking the grannies out for a spin. They're just loading them on the bus. And I was just like, oh my God, is that like if you put your parent in a home and then that's where they take them? Are you kidding?
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
I got another question about these protests though. Like aside from the rainbow faced unicorn people, what is going on with all like the costumes, like the Pokemons, the dinosaur? What is that? What is that supposed to do?
That is in case there is any tear gas or anything that will protect them from it.
Yeah, but in Portland, they just shoved the thing up the damn costume's ass and the guy got gassed out.
Well, I think what they're trying to do,
the vent.
they're trying to say, look, they're afraid of these people in costumes. I don't care if you got a frog costume or these other costumes.
Afraid of Pokemon? Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
Pikachu?
Again, they're not the ones I'm afraid. I'm worried about.
Yeah.
The ones that I think they're worried about are the ones in all black and with the gas masks on and
Antifa looking sort of.
Yeah, the Antifa people. But that Antifa's that's not a thing.
Don't worry about them. They said it's okay.
It's okay.
They're not really an organization that organizes to do organized things whatsoever.
I love that.
No.
Yeah.
The thing that I like most of this was the memes, like this one. This is Grand Tifa with your granny panties.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That one, and then we have this is Special Ops, Antifa Special Ops, Meal Team 6.
What's your name, fat body?
Yep, that's and this is they're all getting ready to go to the march here. I think this is what Duchess was talking about, all in clown makeup. I'm sorry. Look, if they can go out and protest, we can go and make fun of them.
They make fun of us when we have stuff to say.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with actual, real, legitimate protests, but this is all based on, just being part of the team. They're just going with the flow. They don't they don't know why they're there. They don't even know why they're there. They just know that, hey, my friends are doing it, and apparently I think I'm a Democrat. I don't know, but I just don't like Trump because they say they're putting all my friends in jail and they're restricting my free speech while you're also there literally practicing your fucking free speech. Like, it makes no sense. Like, if it was so restricted, the military would be coming in and rounding these people up, but that's not happening.
Now, that'll happen when the Democrats take the power back.
Of course.
Absolutely.
So, especially if you have an R next to your name.
Yeah. Here's one of the things that I love is when old people, it drives them to get into art and music. And here is this lady here. She's
old.
She's very excited. She's going to play the trumpet.
The song, and it's about yesterday, marching. It was wonderful to see so many people. I'm so excited that I am playing the trumpet today.
Who wants to date this crusty old bitch?
I haven't played it 60 years. 60. Oh, well.
So the last time she put a trumpet to her lips, I was 4 in 1965.
I hope those teeth stay in. Okay.
Let's see if her teeth stay in.
Here we go.
You're in the music industry. You work with the music and artists and stuff like that. I would like you to critique her performance. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Americans woke up today and started marching. In all 50
She's an
states,
old lady.
the young and
look
the
at her.
old,
She's
the scared and the bold marched on. Smiling and singing, no violence at all. The mood was happy and the goal was tall. With laced with love for democracy, for one and all, march on.
Okay, Grady.
Isn't the trumpet supposed to go bop, bop,
the
bop?
trumpet.
She's too old.
I don't know those notes. God love her. Like I said, she's out there rapping. She's got the beat going on.
Little Casio keyboard just.
I don't think I poured enough for this show.
You did not. Bruce says that's Fran.
I don't know who Fran is, but she's wonderful.
She's one tit Fran. Your girlfriend.
That's one tit Fran?
Maybe.
Maybe. She did sound a little bit like her, didn't she?
No, she wasn't mean enough.
You know what? She's getting out there.
Yeah,
right, she's getting
you
out
go,
there.
Granny.
Whatever.
I don't have any problems with that.
Hey, she set up social media. She set up some some rough beats there, and managed to keep her teeth in when she was playing her trumpet. So good on her.
She's just doing her,
1, 2,
whatever.
3.
But whatever.
You do you,
Whatever
boo.
Thing. Yeah.
The president was asked about the Democrats, and Donnie J. He doesn't hold back.
He doesn't have anything to say, right?
No,
He's a wordsmith for sure.
War in the Middle East. And
I think right now the Democrats are really damaged, mentally damaged. They want to take 1.5 trillion with a T, $1 trillion and give it to people that invaded our country. They came into our country illegally from prisons, from mental institutions, gang members. They want to give them health care and take it away from our citizens. We're not going to do that. $1.5 trillion. They want to destroy. They want to destroy our healthcare system. We're not going to let that happen.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I mean, he says it like, we say it up here, but he that's exactly what it is. Someone really just needs to not sugarcoat shit anymore.
Yeah, just calling it out. But
yeah,
what he said is very true. But this whole insurance bullshit started with Obama. Period. That's what ruined the insurance industry.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, we actually had a free and fair market. I mean, at least it was competitive. Now, no matter where you go, the price is the same, unless you're under a certain poverty level.
Right.
And whether you get an insurance quote on Obamacare or outside of Obamacare, it's the same. And then they passed the legislation not that long ago, a few years back now, to where I'm supposed to be able to go across state lines to get quotes, but you still can't, because every time you go out there, especially in California, they know where your IP is and they direct you right back to covered California or to Obamacare. It's a bunch of it's a bunch of bullshit.
I know.
So, yeah, the Democrats have been, for years, trying to price fix the insurance industry, take money out of our fucking pockets and use it for whatever. And in this case, he's correct. I mean, look, there's also the moral question. Should we take care of people who really need the care? Should we, right? If someone's dying, they're shot with bullets, of course we're going to want to take care of them. But we can't flip the bill every time someone walks in with a sniffle.
Right.
Like that we can't do that crap.
In the old days, yeah, you just paid to go to the doctor. You paid. You just went
But
to the
I
doctor and
wasn't-
paid. Yeah.
I like Trump for the fact that he doesn't mince words. He just says it. Right or wrong doesn't even matter. He just puts it out there, and it's like, you know what, you guys deal with it. I don't care. But he gets people talking and thinking, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. He stress tests the situation. He's always poking that glass with a needle, and he tries to see where the cracks are, and he tries to see how people are going to react, and that's what he does.
He's from the Northeast. He's the troll in chief. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But they asked him about the No Kings. He was on Air Force One. I have the audio for this. So here's No Kings.
That's over the weekend, the No Kings protest.
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. I looked at all the brand new signs paid for. I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
Mr. President, besides San Francisco,
By the way, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
They were upset because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him curse. I know now all the politicians they're all dropping the F-bombs and
right.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess they can. I don't know. I just feel like the office of the president, you shouldn't use the F-bomb.
Yeah.
Well, he's using it in the press releases. Like when he's talking to the press and stuff. He doesn't normally, he's not sitting with Putin. Like, is he? Like, I don't think he's dropping him there. But I think talking to the press, you just get to the point. You're just like, shut the fuck up. Like
they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
there you
Vlad,
go.
You're getting a little fucked up here, Vlad. You don't want me to send them the tomahawks, Vlad. I'll do it. You know me, I'm crazy, Vlad.
Yeah, but you know what? I agree with you, John, to a degree, because that has been the argument since he came down the elevator, right? Way back when he first became president, 2016, and that's the thing. He's not presidential. But what people don't understand, or the people that oppose him, is he represents a lot of how people feel.
Yes.
And I don't think he's a perfect president, but I do like how he just calls it out. And he's not dropping F-bombs all the time. But when he does, it is so fucking appropriate. Let's just be honest. Like when he called out Maduro and they're talking about Venezuela and how he's, he's destroying the boats, and they were questioning, well, don't you think Maduro's being, very nice and giving you everything they want with all the minerals and offering all these deals? And he was like, yeah, he's only doing so because he doesn't want to fuck with the United States.
100% right, though. It's 100% accurate.
Right? So I think, I agree. He's not presidential, but I mean, damn, does he not get the point across?
He uses it in the right spots. I really think he does.
I think he does.
It definitely is emphasis on that.
Well, speaking of Trump, I mean, I think since we're talking about him, it's time for Duchess to shine.
It's time for Trump. Tweets read by Kate. Will Trump be happy or irate? Will it make us laugh or will it be a groaner? Either way, Sparky Toaster will have a raging boner. Have a raging boner.
Oh, here we go. Okay. President Gustavo Petro of Colombia is an illegal drug leader strongly encouraging the massive production of drugs in big and small fields all over Colombia. It has become the biggest business in Colombia by far, and Petro does nothing to stop it, despite the large-scale payments and subsidies from the USA that are nothing more than a long-term ripoff of America. Excuse me. As of today, these payments or any other form of payment or subsidies will no longer be made to Colombia. The purpose of this drug production is the sale of massive amounts of product into the United States, causing death, destruction, and havoc. Petro, a low-rated and very unpopular leader with a fresh mouth towards America, better close up these killing fields immediately, or the United States will close them up for him, and it won't be done nicely. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump.
Trump tweet by Kate. Was it fire or just fate? The chat will set it straight. Trump tweet by Kate. That was a Trump tweet read by Kate. Did she Jamingo or was it great? Now the chat decides her fate. That was a Trump tweet read by Kate.
Sparky,
not my best performance. Thank you, Sparky.
That was great.
No, well, thank you.
Duchess can't do anything wrong around here.
Oh, stop. According to you, yeah, always.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're still upset with Trump. So what does Trump do being the troll in chief? Someone made an AI video of him flying I guess it was an F-15, F-14, or F-something. And he was dropping shit all over the protests. I thought it was hysterical. It's really crazy. They dropped it on Harry Sisson. And
appropriate.
Yeah. So now they're very upset about this. And I'm like, what did you think he was going to do? You think he was just going to stop it? And Kenny Loggins, who wrote the song Danger Zone, he's like, I didn't give him permission to do that. All he did was he retweeted something that somebody else put out there that was AI. I'm sorry, I can't get enough of AI. If AI just makes these videos of
I know.
Of like Mr. Rogers with Jeffrey Dahmer,
Snoop Dogg, and
yes, all that. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
If that's all AI does, I'm down with it. I mean, it's amazing. So,
well, my favorite is so that's bad, but Kathy Griffin holding a bloody decapitated head of Trump, that's okay.
Right.
That's okay. That's permissible, but in comedy, because she's a comedian and an artist, but a goof like that, I guess, because Trump tweeted it. So,
well, she was out in the streets.
She's out dragging her ass around. Yeah, ugh.
She's out in the streets, doing the protest. Again, I don't have any problem with this. It's wait a minute. How is it a touchdown line?
2 games tonight.
Okay. Oh, I understand.
There's 2 tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Lions and the Tigers and Bears. Oh my. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
can't remember the second game. I want to say the Bills, but I think they're on a bye, but I can't remember.
Okay.
My bad. Sorry.
That's okay. She's watching it. She's watching the game.
Not.
I saw you look over at the TV. I saw you look. I can see in your
Kate
glasses.
Checked out watching the game because we're boring, apparently, right?
Absolutely not.
Jeez.
Right.
If it was just John,
okay,
I
John,
wouldn't worry.
I'm in. Let's go.
All right. Okay. So let's get into the New Jersey drones. Apparently, because it was all the rage. I never saw one. I was really upset. I wanted to see a drone.
What? No, it was a UFO, is what you thought.
Well,
right?
yeah. Well, I thought it was. I'll be honest with you. You can't tell me that this is not that there's no such. There's no way in this vast universe that we're the only life forms. There's just no way. I can't believe that.
Yeah, statistically, it's impossible.
Right. So when these first things, I think there was probably some of both. I think there was some drones that they're from the military, and then I think there's some other spacecraft. There's shit going on. The Serpiconians. We're going to get into the Serpiconians.
We have to pull that episode back up, man. That was the funniest bit ever. I'm still laughing.
So we did this story before where in 1965, they're called the Ebens, which are the little grays. They sent astronauts in 1965 to the planet Zeta Reticula. I think I saw Zeta Reticula meets Dallas in a porn film in 1984, but I don't know.
I somehow knew that was coming.
Project Serpico claimed that 12 military personnel lived on a planet for 13 years, returned to Earth in 1978, and then it was buried. Now, the people are talking about it.
Now.
Right. You believe we went to the moon.
But yet you believe in zip tie and the Serpiconians.
I think there's a better chance that the Serpiconians took 13 people to their planet than we actually went to the moon in a recycled beer can.
You sound insane.
With a computer that wasn't even as big as a Texas Instrument calculator in the 80s. Exactly.
All right.
So what they're saying now, there's a story out right now that this was a military operation, and they were flying these things around at night, and it's a military. Now they won't tell you who the contractor was.
Of course,
they can't tell you, what was going on, but apparently, that the drones are now that they were just flying drones around. Can't find anybody that flew the drones. They were all out of New Jersey, but not only were they in New Jersey, they were all over the country. People were seeing these things all over the country. So I
it's mostly a lot of it was along Jersey, the coast.
Were you able to find out anything about these said drones or UFOs? Like, we don't know who the contractor is.
Right.
I don't know if you can pull this up, but I found pivotal.aero. If you go to that website, pivotal.aero. If you look at this is very similar in shape to what they're alleging to have been the drones. And this very well could be the private contractor or linked to the contractor, the technologies that they were using. So if you find that, you'll see what I'm talking about for sure and how similar it is. But this also could just be a cover-up.
That's what I'm thinking.
But check that out if you can find it, John.
So this is what I have. So this is the picture of it on the ground.
Yes, from the New York Post.
Right.
Yeah, actually, it does look like it.
That one doesn't look like anything. Oh, well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This was what it looked like at night when it was flying around. You're out at night and you see, and then this thing went by, and then
yeah,
and then
green men. You believe that over it was a contractor?
To be honest with you, I don't think that thing would even fly. I want to see that thing fly. I see it on the ground. I see green lights at night. I don't see, and then I don't see this thing flying. I don't see this thing flying. Where's it flying? I mean,
check. Okay, so that there is a helix from that company I was talking to you about.
Okay.
And if you look at the front and rear blades, there it is. There's a bunch of little propellers on it that work like a helicopter, right? That's the vehicle right there. So that is what you saw from the New York Post. That contractor, I think, was using these vehicles that were made by Pivotal. But even watching these, it doesn't quite line up, though. Like, it's not exact. I mean, it could be close to, but the way that those things were moving, the pattern, the light, and whatnot. It's not quite the same. I know, right?
There's John looking at him. Ooh.
Look, it's the Serpiconians.
So this could be a very timed or timely cover up, or it literally just could have been this. Who knows?
The other thing is, I just saw a woman flying this. I don't believe that at all. There's no way she's flying that.
No.
Look, and she even parked it, and that's
It
not even
lands there, and there you are, John. Sheep. Ooh, it's an alien. Ooh.
It does beg the question though, because if it was as simple as let's be honest, it's a consumer product, right?
Yeah.
If it was as simple as having this consumer product, why all the secrecy? What was so special about the project or the testing?
Military.
When
There's
all of a
probably
sudden,
military.
I know, but fast forward, and then you can go to this damn website and you see it right there. It's like, what's so secretive?
Well, this is what they're showing you.
Exactly.
But what's behind the scenes? This is. If you remember, like Sharper Image Catalog, that's what this would have been. This would have been like some rich maniac would have bought this and buzzed his neighbors.
I mean, I'd buy it if I could. That looks like fun. Whatever.
It does
I
look
gotta
like
be honest with you, the way that thing takes right off at it and goes straight up in the air like
like
that,
those
that's
jump
pretty
jets.
impressive.
Yeah.
I'd be trying to do backflips with that bitch. I swear to
Yeah.
God, dude. I'd be like flipping around in that.
only
Sideways,
problem-
crazy.
Sorry for the folks listening. You'll just have to tune in and watch.
Yeah. Again, it's got a double wing. It doesn't have a stabilizer tail.
Okay.
It's
I
interesting
don't know.
for sure. Yeah.
It is. I'll give you that. But
that was
I'm just saying that could be, but it just also seems very timely that all of a sudden this company has finally got this developed and ready to launch, and there it is. And it's kind of supposed to be a private contractor. I don't know, man. I'm not going to deny the existence of UFOs, but we can't also say that there's not a possibility, like you said earlier, John, because the universe is so vast. There's multiple universes. To think we're the only special people in this entire universe is crazy, or even those that are beyond ours. It just doesn't add up. But why the secrecy? Like, why would you put everybody into panic for no reason when you can easily just say, hey, guys, it's a military experiment. It's not like China doesn't have advanced aircraft they've been testing. We've had all this crap since, the Roswell incident. And who knows? Maybe they are reverse engineering all this damn alien technology. But anyway, I'm going in a whole different down a different road.
That's
but
fun.
They could have easily just eased the public's mind by saying, look, this is a commercial craft that we're experimenting with. They're still not letting all the details out into how they're going to use it or why, but they could have easily eased everyone's minds.
By the way, I found a quote from the contractor.
Pretty much.
Well, I also think that while these were going on and people started to freak out, again, New Jersey, anybody who owned a drone was out there flying those motherfuckers and freaking people out, hovering over their neighbors, because I would. Oh my God, how fun would that be to scare everybody? So, so I think when they're like, there were different sizes. I mean, this explains, John, when you were saying they were the size of cars. Well, there you go.
It does look like the size of a car.
Okay, so a small car.
What's funny is,
yeah.
Well, first off, I got to ask this: how come you didn't see any of them, Kate?
I wasn't out looking, but it was. I'm close to the shore, and they were said they were near me. I didn't see anything.
That's interesting, though. I mean, they were everywhere, and everyone's saying they saw them, but yet some people didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know, but regardless, when this was happening, I was actually talking to Ryan Macbeth, and I don't know if anybody knows who he is, but retired military, works in intelligence, and he actually at that time was working with the company. He wasn't telling me everything, but I think this is part of possibly the project that he was kind of working on, because he said he was working for this advanced drone company, which he was kind of like exiting, and he was kind of being very, coy about his explanation on things. Like, I kind of know, but I'm not going to say. So I think that as much as we want it to be UFOs, I think it was more, this consumer product being tested for military use, and they just didn't want to tell anybody. And I think that's on the government for like creating the panic. I think that was a bunch of bullshit. They could have just said, hey, we're just testing new technology. That's
what
it.
About what about Area 51 and those black op places? Do you think that there's situations where, like, so I have this video here, and this is about the Serpiconians. This guy is talking about.
Oh God, you're playing that again.
No, it's
Please.
not that.
Oh, too bad.
This guy here, he was part of the project.
I can't, dude.
Really?
All
What
right,
a
go ahead.
surprise.
Go ahead. This has got to be good.
Oh, I gotta get just to stop laughing. Hold on. Here we go.
Well, EVA 2, as far as I know, is still here. He's still out at
There he is. There is one that's still here. He's been here since the 70s. If the Kate would stop laughing, we really hear this guy. Hold on.
As far as I know, it's still here. He's still out at Area 51 now. As of 1991, he was. Now, I don't know where he's at now.
Did they ever mention their lifespan?
They have a long lifespan, about 700 to 800 years. Well, we found out that according to the even time frame, they could live 600 or 700 years in even time. Now, I don't know if anybody actually sat down and figured out what that is in human time.
All right. So
like
we don't.
This is like fucking dog years? What is he
I-
talking
I-
about?
Nobody
sure.
noticed that guy?
Like,
He's distinctive.
what's with this guy?
Look,
blue.
I'm just saying that if that guy's still around here, he's probably, he's not allowed out of Area 51. He's kind of hovering around. He's watching the movies.
Oh my God.
Fucking pajamas since 91, whatever, all blue.
Blue.
Okay, so
All right. I'm just going to say this. There's a lot of people that have been abducted by aliens, and when they came back, they all described an Eben. That's all I'm going to tell you.
And Evan.
Right.
With his nubbins.
The nubbins. and Eben was playing with my nubbins.
and, pretty much everyone got probed, right?
There you go.
Dude, that from my Las Vegas stage show.
It was close to Area 51.
I can say, look, we all know that
God.
Area 51 exists. It's been decommissioned, or they say.
Uh-huh.
It does exist. I've talked to enough people through my journey here to know it does exist. And yes, there are operations that are related to that area, but they're not out of that area anymore. It's moved on to another base. So we don't know what has or hasn't happened. I just know that I was talking to military personnel that were involved in the Army intelligence, more like in engineering division, that were already experimenting with laser technologies and levitation technologies back in the 70s. And they were putting these things on tanks and other technologies. So we know that they are doing things, whether it was reverse engineering alien technology, who knows? I mean, I'm not a conspiratorial type of person, but it's possible. I mean, I don't know, possibly, but I don't know if Eben with his fucking pajamas all blue still running around. That's a whole different deal.
You don't think they can give him a T-shirt and a pair of shorts or
right?
At
Give him
least a
something. Like,
mask.
hey, you're on Earth now, buddy. Like, dress up. What's up?
Assimilate a little.
No, I'm with you.
All aliens should assimilate, no matter what your culture. You're an American
Exactly.
now.
See, Kate gets it.
See? I got it.
I'm not going to wear your Earthling clothes.
And no, we're not going to let you
I wear
out.
the universe,
Aliens like,
the
"Fuck
uniform
you, I
of the
ain't doing that."
Serpicodians. I wouldn't be caught, and Eben would not be caught dead in a Rush T-shirt.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
Yeah, I
the
heard you
line.
didn't like Rush.
Thank you. I took you down a notch there, Domingo.
No, you know what? Hey, everybody's allowed to like who they like. I just don't. Look, I think the music's good. The singer sucks. He's not a good singer. That's all.
You don't like Geddy Lee?
No.
I
You mean
called him
Getty?
Getty.
He
I
called
called
him
him
Getty.
Getty, like the gas station for the longest time.
Really?
Someone told me his name was Getty. I didn't even know. I think, to be honest with you, when South Park did the
that was great.
parody of it,
I loved it.
I liked that better.
They played
I
it
like
at their
when Carmen
concert.
sang it better than Getty sang it.
They opened their show with it. It was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. Speaking of aliens, I want to
Hey,
read
Charlotte.
something here.
Mhm.
All right. So I just want to say something. I want to make a statement. Black men, something is broken. Something is cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence. Are you listening to me? I hope I say it loud enough for the people in the back. Would you consider that a racist statement?
I'm not really sure I caught it all. I'm not going to be honest with you.
All right. It's okay. I'll say it again. Black men, something's broken. Something's cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence. Are you listening to me? I hope I'm saying this loud enough for the people in the back.
I don't know. That doesn't sound racist.
It doesn't?
It's just not really just saying violence isn't the answer.
Okay. See, I thought that maybe, when you say something like that, like, because Don Lemon said this.
Men who look like you, men who vote like you, and men who sound like you. White men, something is broken. Something is cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence. Are you listening to me? I hope I'm saying it loud enough for the people in the back.
Wake up, white people.
But he has to say shit like that because nobody's paying attention to him.
Okay, so this will be unpopular probably with the audience, but I don't think that was racist. I think that was his perspective, but more to the point of what he's actually doing is just trying to get people to pay attention to him because no one fucking cares about him. Like, who watches Don Lemon? Let's just be honest. His show's fucking tanking. He was fired from CNN, can't come back. Nobody wants to talk to him. He's out on the street talking to people, and even that's a shit show. Yeah. Like, the guy's a fucking idiot. But if we're going to concentrate just on this clip, it's not racist. It's coming from his perspective. What it is, I'm not really sure, but I don't think it was racist in my opinion. I'm white, obviously. And what you were saying earlier in the opposite, for example, in your presentation, John, in replacing white with black, it's not racist. It's just, to me, I'm just taking it like, hey, there's a lot of violence. You're resorting to violence to try to solve a problem. Don't do that. I can accept that, even though I don't like Don. Fuck Don. Honestly, I don't like that guy. But I don't take that at personal whatsoever. But maybe we're different. I mean, most white people don't take assaults on our skin color or whatever personally. We just don't. We just kind of like, whatever, what the fuck. We just move on. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just built that way and I don't give a shit. But I didn't really take it as racist. Not really.
Okay. I just figured that if I came on there and started spouting shit like that they would want to cancel me immediately. Because if I said that,
Hold on, I agree with Aaron. He does suck white cock.
He does. I think he's married to a white man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So is it just I guess it's some white men or all white men?
I wonder if he says that to his husband while his husband's banging him in the ass. I don't know, maybe.
I don't like Don Lemon. I think he's a fucking idiot. Literally. He's a fucktard, period. I do not like the guy. CNN didn't want him. He didn't have the ratings. He can't have a decent conversation with anyone. He doesn't hold any water whatsoever. Can't have an interview. The guy fucking sucks. I don't even know how he's still around. He should have took the deal with Elon Musk when he could.
Yeah.
He probably still would be relevant.
He tanked off it,
but you can't talk shit to your boss, and then here he is trying to come back, and it's just not happening. No one cares. Don, give it up. Move on. You're fucking done. It's over.
He got fired before he even got his first show out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
he's done. He's an idiot. He's
irrelevant.
Dumb. He's irrelevant.
He's being inflammatory for clicks. Essentially, he's no different than a cam girl. He's no different than an influencer at this point. He just says shit so people play his stuff.
Exactly.
That's why he's wandering around the streets like, hey, asking people questions and not getting the answers he wants. He's I think the last interview you may have played with him, he was talking to black people in, I want to say it was New Orleans, I guess, where they'd cleaned it up. And he's like, well, what do you think of this? And they're like, it's great. And he was like, really? And they're like, we love it. We can walk without getting beat up and robbed. He's like,
I know that the Trump has the National Guards out in Memphis, Tennessee. You don't hear anything about that.
Yeah.
You don't hear nothing.
I didn't hear anything about it. Yeah.
The press isn't covering it. And so
because it's working. That's why.
Podcasters are going down there to see what's going on.
But wasn't Memphis one of the most crime-riddled cities there is in the United States? Last time I looked, by the way. Could be wrong, but...
Yeah. What did I do about OnlyFans? Josh is outing me for my OnlyFans habit. The only difference is John didn't sign up for his OnlyFans for show research.
Dang.
Yeah. Hey, look,
no, he has a few. He has a few.
I have no shame in my game. I will go, if I see an influencer that's over on OnlyFans, I'll go take a peek.
Yeah.
Influencer.
It's all for the
she's got boobs. Yeah, she's got boobs. That's
yeah.
Hey, everyone's going back to college at some point, I guess. Whatever.
Right. Look, I got to tell you,
hey, it's expensive.
These people, these women are making bank. I don't know if you're.
They are.
this one woman for like 5 years. She had a website where she was basically coaching people and men to get them off of porn sites. And then all of a sudden she flipped and started an OnlyFans. And she was like, stop talking bad about me. I'm making so much money. It's ridiculous.
Such a whore. Own it.
Okay. We got a woman, Kate. What do you think of this OnlyFans bullshit? Do you not feel demeaned as a woman to where it's basically sending a message to the younger women that, look, take advantage of your looks, show off the goods. That's all you got to get ahead, I guess, right? When all else fails, show them tits. How do you feel about it?
Well, I mean, not for nothing. It works on most of you guys, but
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey,
but
we're all going to look, but I mean, realistically though, how do you feel about this being the trend that the only way for a woman to get ahead, and you do, you're right. We have these sick guys who just go through all these. I mean, these women are getting insanely rich off of this.
They are. It's
amazing.
amazing.
It's just what? They're glorified whores. I don't care what you say.
Oh, I agree.
They may not be physically sleeping with these people, but they're whoring themselves out.
Sure.
What's your thoughts?
So, boobs. Shut up. Goddamn Trump.
Dang.
Yeah, that's vicious, Mike. That's mean. No, I mean, they're absolutely whoring themselves out. It's just another way to make money. And it's a shame that some women feel that's what they've got to do, or they choose to do it, but you're only as good as, as everything lasts, I guess. But I guess there's something for everybody.
There is a shelf life.
There is, yeah. I mean, I guess people pay for what they pay for, but I think it's insane. I mean, clearly it's not my
Women
thing.
have needs too.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you know this, George, but Duchess did try her hand at
No.
Like the 1-900 numbers.
She palmed
Really?
my breast.
Oh my God.
Flicking over my nipple. I cried out and he buried himself in me with a mighty stroke.
Just kidding.
That's AI.
Hey, worst case, you could do feet, right? People are into that shit. Whatever.
That's what I told her.
It's all money. Whatever.
Right.
I'm just saying there could be a respectable way to do it.
Right.
Aaron said he tried showing his tits.
Yeah, me. Yeah, I can't get any money for my tits.
You get people to
Ridiculous.
pay you to
Aaron,
put
I
it
got
back
no
on.
comment on that. I don't. Officially.
We got surfing together. Yeah, we did.
Oh my God.
There we go.
It was great.
Bomb.
Ugh.
But
Thanks, Aaron. Gilf.
Oh, you got
Ouch. Ow, that hurt. I was like a little bit.
yeah, she's not a grandmother yet. Not yet. Now, I like I said, I understand why women are. I mean, girls do this, and they can do this for 5 years. and
Guys are doing it, aren't they?
No, women don't want that. Women don't want to watch a guy. Do they? Would you go pay? Look,
that's a legit question, Kate.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
I don't pay for no.
I'm not saying you do, but would we?
No.
I don't.
No, unfortunately, I can get them in my Xbox on Twitter or whatever. I've gotten some just random. It's been. I'm not asking for them. Don't send them. I've gotten them.
Dick pics in your? Do you get dick pics? You do?
Not lately. No, I've blocked a lot of spam shit, but I'd gotten some. Yeah.
Ladies, why am I not getting tit pics in my DMs? What the hell?
I'll give you those. I'll send you those. The ones I got.
Want dick pics? No, I don't want dick pics.
Why not?
Fucking Kate gets both sides. Damn.
God.
All right.
Speaking of, we were talking about Donald Trump being the troll in chief. I love this fact. He actually went over. The White House now has a Blue Sky account.
Oh my God, that made me so happy when I saw that.
I saw that.
Do you have a video?
I now, well, I don't want to play video. I don't want to play video.
No, because of the song they play.
It's just
you
can't.
they'll probably get kicked on. Yeah, it'll get.
Well, not only that, but it's not really talking. It's just a song, and we said we wouldn't do that anymore because it's an audio podcast. But this is what it says. It's pinned. It says, "What's up, Blue Sky? We thought you might miss some of our greatest hits, so we put together this for you." And it's the video of all his greatest hits of what Trump did with AI and stuff like that. So I thought that was funny. And me, I figured I wouldn't even go over there. But since Trump's over there, well, now we have a John Domingo Blue Sky account. I got 15
Who's
I'm
following you?
I
15,
love
no
the
one.
pumpkin head.
No one. That's
so
Bud.
creepy.
Budvugger
Jesus
sent me. That's
Christ.
AI.
Oh
He
my
sent that to
God.
me, so I figured I would use that. But yeah, so now I'm over on Blue Sky, and I figured I would get kicked out, but I'm still in there. They haven't kicked me out yet.
Are
I
you
was
fighting with
shocked.
anybody?
Of course
I know.
I am.
I know you.
How often
I
are you
am.
on there?
A day?
You know what? I go in there for about an hour a day, and I do about 10. I interact with about 10 people. Oh, I'm sorry. Here comes my ride.
Here come the
You got
police.
some emergency situation or what?
It's John's OnlyFans police are here.
Right.
Unapproved man tits.
Right. So yeah, so I'm over on Blue Sky, and I really, believe it or not, I'm not getting any, just like anywhere else, I'm not getting any interaction with any of my social media.
Budbugger said it's the Serpiconians.
On drones.
Drones.
Yes.
Yeah, Blue Sky is interesting. I did an account there for the podcast, and I don't do anything. It's still there. I do nothing. I don't update it because it is literally just a cesspool of hard
It's a
leftist
waste, really.
think tank bullshit. That's all it is. But I do like going down the rabbit hole on Threads once in a while. When I'm bored, oh my God, the arguments you could have with those fucking dipshits on Threads is amazing. I'm just saying, John, I think that could be your thing. If you like arguing with people,
Go to
on
Threads.
Threads. It's so
Aren't you on
easy.
Threads?
Yeah. Here's the deal with Threads. All right. So I have a lot of, all right. So John Jamingo, the podcaster, is one guy. And then there's John, the guy that's actually that does podcasting editing and a podcast consultant. And I have a lot of friends that are on Threads over there.
I get that.
I don't go over, I have to have like a business persona, over there. I just can't go in. But then they see me doing this on the other ones, and they shake their head. Like I just had a client the other day said, I watched your show the other day, and I went, oh no. I said, am I getting fired? She goes, no, you're not getting fired. But she goes, my God. I said, hey, it's,
Did she not know? Did she not know?
No, she found me by accident. She goes, oh, look, I'm going to watch
Oh,
John's
it's the guy
show.
that edits my podcast. Holy shit.
That was a hard thing I had to do being in the entertainment industry, so to speak, or the event production industry, because everybody in that industry is an artist, and they all lean left. And the deal is, even for me, like LinkedIn, if you go to my LinkedIn account, I don't even talk about the podcast. I just don't. And on Facebook, I don't even pay attention because there's so many people in our industry that are on Facebook still for whatever fucking reason. That's what they use. And I do have a podcast account there that is a separate business page, but I don't even pay attention to it. So I'm like you, John. I'm very careful. I make sure, because right now, look, we're not making money at this. This is fun. I love it. But the reality is we still got bills to pay. But but we shouldn't be in a position where we fear losing our jobs because we have a certain opinion. And that's what's fucked up. So while they're having these No Kings protests and saying they're violating our First Amendment rights, they're quick to fire us, or for in my situation, pull a contract because they don't agree with my political views. But I got to sit here and watch all these blue-haired fucks run around and tell me how bad Trump is. And I'm not a super Trump guy, but at the same time, it does represent the other side. So I got to sit here and take it and just shut my mouth while they can say whatever the fuck they want, which is ridiculous.
Right. Look,
The double standard is ridiculous.
It is.
I mean, I had a choice. I could pick Trump or I could pick Kamala Harris.
Oh, that was not. Yeah.
How is that even
There was
a
no
choice?
No contest.
Right. So, I mean, you basically, you didn't give me much of a choice. It was either I always say it's like a shit sandwich or a liver sandwich.
I used that reference yesterday. That was
Which
it's
one
so
are you
great.
going to take?
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I don't like liver, but I certainly ain't eating shit.
No, hell no. Yeah.
Right.
This orange liver's delicious. Thank you.
Right. I don't know if you saw the news, this story. The Secret Service found a suspicious hunting stand with a line of sight where Air Force One in Florida, where there's just a hunting stand in there. It's a perfect sign where
For
Air
deer
Force
hunting,
One comes in.
right where you'd be.
Right. So they found that, and they're investigating. They say, well, it looks old, but it might not be. It might just be something. I'm like, who's hunting near the airport? Where is there a deer stand?
Exactly.
Near the airport. I mean,
Because it's where they hang out.
They're still trying to shoot this guy. I mean, I've never seen anybody. Look, say what you want about. I believe the media, the Democrats, and some Republicans are still trying to, he wasn't part of the club. They can't control him. So they don't want him in there, and they will kill him. They will actually kill him if they get a chance. I don't know if he's going to make it out of here or not. He's still got another 3 years to go. I don't know if he's going to make it out of here alive or not. I'm just glad
I don't know.
we have JD Vance behind, as the backup.
I'm not looking forward for him to having to step in, but
I am not either. I don't think we should. I don't believe that this kind of violence.
Yeah.
But if it's going to come from anybody, it's going to come from the left. I mean, we had, the human Rumba wandering around for 4 years. Nobody said anything. We didn't like it at all, but we ran out there prancing around on the streets.
No. KJP told us how great he was. He was like, she's double downing on it. I mean, stop. Your job is done.
I don't know how it is that the other side always argues that the data clearly shows that the right is the actual party of violence. When every time you look anything up in the news, you can go back in history. Look, every assassination was carried out by a fucking Democrat.
Well,
sorry, but
Orange
it
Man
was.
bad.
Yeah.
I think
I know. They killed Lincoln. That was part of the Democratic Party. Kennedy was assassinated. Well, I don't know about Kennedy. Well, he was a commie. Well, again,
that was the Democrat Party. And then there you got
Reagan. Guy shot Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan was shot.
He's a fucking loony.
Martin Luther King. Yep.
Bobby Kennedy.
Right. The Ku Klux Klan, that little organization founded by the Democrats.
Exactly.
But
yeah, the data shows opposite of what everybody knows. Whatever.
Well, again, that's what I love. If you go and you watch it, there's a mass shooting. Whoops. Consider the source. Who's saying it? Compromised media every time. Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah. And completely agree with you there. It's very, very true. And that's something that you guys do in your show all the time on the Whiskey Hell Pod. I mean, well, now Razor Wire. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's true. Consider the source. Absolutely. And here's the thing with data. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to say this real quick. No. Data is easily manipulated. You can take data, you can extrapolate data, you can put it back together, you could put a spreadsheet together, put whatever you want in the columns to get it to represent what it is you are trying to say or prove. And it's very easy to do that. It really is. So, yeah, consider the source for sure. But we also got to consider that data is literally just that. It's just data. It's just information. How you put it together and present it, that's where the issue is. And that's where we got to pay attention. So it goes back to stop living on the surface of headlines and whatever. Do your due diligence.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think that you're so busy watching what this is, like you don't see what the other hand is doing. Right. And again, it is the manipulation of data. It's just the very specific detailing and sharing of things. CNN does it. I'm at the gym, so I watch the headlines while I'm on the treadmill. So it's like I'm looking at CNN here, I'm looking at CBS, ABC, and then Fox is all the way down here. So I'm just like constantly scanning, and I always see ridiculous headlines, and it's just you can just tell, instead of Trump works deal out with Gaza, and they're like, and then they spin it to Gaza deal possible because, no thanks to Trump or something. It's always just a negative spin on it. So it's however they push their agenda, and people just watch one thing, and all you need are those little, da-da alert, and then here's that, and that's what stays. They don't read anything past it. They don't click anything. It's just they're all headlines in the first 2 lines. That's it.
Well, that's what I got to kick out of
Simple
the
people.
No Kings thing.
Yeah.
Because kings don't follow laws. Well, 4 years before this, we had immigration laws that were not followed. We have laws about putting illegal immigrants on public assistance. That wasn't followed. There was, laws for them, but not for us. They can go and trade stocks. All Congress can trade stocks insider trading. What Martha Stewart tried that. She went to jail.
Hey, she's the OG felon there.
I mean, how ridiculous is that? Hypocrisy right there, right?
Yeah, we have I know you're in California and we're in Little California. This is New Jersey. So,
Yes.
Right now, the woman that's running for governor in New Jersey, she got fined for actually trading stocks because she was on a committee that was a part of the Armed Services Committee. and she made $7 million. On stock
No idea
trading.
how.
So then they
fined.
She just got fined, just fine, right? So then she goes on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God.
Yeah.
And
I love hearing you say his name. That just makes me so.
What's his name?
No, it's just funny because
that
you
is
know
his
Charlemagne the God, and
Yeah.
it's just like because you're just so hip with that.
Well, that's what they call him. I don't know what else to call him.
No, just sorry.
That's how
Go
it
ahead.
wants to be addressed.
Yes. Like the Serpiconians.
Right.
And he's like, did you make $7 million on stock trades? And she's like,
Just crickets.
I'm not sure. And I'm like, you're not sure if you made, like, ask me if I made $7 million on stock trades.
Simple answer, right?
No,
No,
I'd
I didn't
remember
make
$7 million.
Yeah, I think I would remember making $7 million.
For sure. Yeah.
I'd be sweaty and naked, rolling around in dollar bills. I made $7 million in stock trades. What,
There's
are
a
you kidding me?
thought.
Yeah.
Can that be the cover art?
Images, John. Images.
I'm sure Budweiser's hard at work right now making that image. I know my business.
Well, you're
I'll be
right.
getting a
And
DM.
let's going back to the data thing. And I apologize, guys. I do have a tendency to make things serious sometimes, so bear with me. But if we're talking data, perfect example of manipulation is in how we identify ourselves. And I actually went over this on one of the shows I did. White, right? So white, Latino, Asian. According to the government, white people are not just those who are, indigenously white from the UK, or those who came here who are white in color, skin color. And what's funny is, if you look at whiteness, it's a social construct, not an identity, but yet blackness is an identity and not a social construct somehow. So the thing is, when we do these censuses and they do the data, a white person is also a Middle Eastern, by the way. So Middle Easterns are counted as white. People from Spain are
that's
counted as
interesting.
white, even though they may be lighter in complexion, they're not really white. And so with all that being said, where I'm going with this is when they look at crime data and you see these leftists going, well, according to crime data, it's a white person. Yeah, but you're not digging any deeper and realizing that a Middle Eastern person is also considered white, or that someone who is considered Spanish is white, or someone who's Mediterranean, by the way, is also considered white when they're
Whitey?
not.
I don't think so.
Exactly. So that was just an example of how they manipulate data all the time. And nobody ever goes beyond to verify it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little serious.
No. I trust me. That's 100% fine. What they used to say, I was always taught when I was young, statistics don't lie, but all liars use statistics, if I can get it out of my fucking mouth.
Well, I like that. That's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. So as we were talking about this, I saw some things on social media where they had all the crime, and there's this guy, and if he's white, then I'm thin. He was definitely black, and it says race white. I'm like, what? Wait a minute.
He identifies as white.
Somebody needs this
Wasn't
guy to
whitey.
spit into a tube.
That I know.
Right. I love Mike finds these drops of me saying stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know where he gets these things, buddy.
I fear what he's going to have of me after this show.
He'll be nice to you. Don't worry.
There was not. Trust me, I heard him say a few things, and I'm seeing as he's saying, and I see Mike jotting down a time code.
Mike, he just jots them all down. Just boop, boop.
Let's go. I'm good. Let's go.
It's all out of context, which is what I love about it.
Oh yeah, they're great. They're just fantastic.
Right now, they're and again, all Trump is trying to do is get the illegal immigrants that Biden let into this country out of this country. I have no problem with that. That's what I want done. So, but the media says, oh, he's trying to get rid of all the immigrants. No. If you came here legally, you're fine. He just wants to get rid of the illegal ones. So this genius goes on TikTok and he offers $10,000 for every ICE agent killed.
Why do you video this? Why?
They found this guy, but they can't find the Philly Karen that stole that baseball off of that kid.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They've never found her. I think she was in Eben.
That was on camera. Never.
They took her back to her planet.
Okay, they took her back to her planet.
Serpico.
Guado Aguilar, 23, was nabbed in Dallas
Guilty.
after posting footage on October 9th saying that 10 people in the city would be ready to take down federal immigration agents in exchange for money.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So
That's not smart to do.
Yeah, he's in jail without bail right now. So that's amazing. And it
Uh,
comes
uh,
out.
Parallel to that story, John, did you also see what is happening right now? So in San Diego and other areas of California, people are walking out to their cars and they're seeing these notes on their windshields. And they're basically written, I think they're targeting people of color, right? And trying to get them to come on board to take money to kill white women.
Oh, hello?
Why white women?
And these notes are written out, folded, and kept in a plastic baggie so that it doesn't get destroyed by the elements, so that when they come back, it's on the windshield. And so this has been going around. Actually, I found out about this today. It's been floating around social media. And maybe for your next show, look into this. But this is going around. And they're trying to say, well, this could be cartels, but it's also what they're saying is it is related to, so allegedly, I got to say allegedly related to Latino gangs in the area. And there's a specific gang, I forgot the name, so take this all with a grain of salt, do your own research, that is claiming that they're behind this or is pointing to them being involved. But they're walking out, they're coming out of the store, and all of a sudden there's these notes on their windshields resting right there, folded up in a baggie, basically saying, hey, come on our side, you know, be part of the revolution, etc. And they want them to be able to go out and start killing white women.
Liberal ones? Or just
Oh my God!
Just
Look
white
at
Well,
this.
it's kind of fine if I'm on board with that.
No,
See, how about
it's
that?
not-
Me and
it's
Josh,
Josh knows you so well.
Yeah, it's not specific whatsoever to left or right. It is just white women. And so
and you would
Fuck you,
I mean,
John. That's a shitty thing to say.
most of the Latino guys I know love white women. I don't understand this.
Yeah, I don't either. I just saw this today, and I thought I'd bring that. You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but since you brought that up, I thought I'd throw that in there.
I'm definitely going to get my crack team looking into the research of this.
Oh,
No,
definitely.
I bet it leads to OnlyFans.
Hey, where the
now.
white women at?
Yes.
Leads to Latino titties? Jeez.
.com.
Yeah, I mean, not all white women are bad. Same.
Thanks.
Right. I'm talking about you, Duchess.
You didn't. Not what you said. You said not all white women are bad.
Right.
Right.
Thought
Okay.
that
And I
was
said
implied.
thanks. Okay. I know.
Yes. But I mean, I mean,
such
a
a
lot of
great
these white
compliment.
women that were out at the No Kings protest.
Well,
I mean, if some of them went missing, would I shed a
Yeah.
tear? I don't know. Maybe I
There you
would.
go.
That's terrible.
Well, here's my take on what that whole thing was.
I jest. I wouldn't want to see anybody killed like that. That's
Let's
ridiculous.
Well, I know that. I know
I'm
that.
making jokey
backpedal.
jokes
You're
here.
cracking a joke. But the way I took that was it's very strategic if this is real and not proven to be fake or debunked. Because if you think about it, you can't breed any more white people if you kill all the white women.
I never thought of that. That's true. They're trying to they're going to get rid of all the breeders. I called a woman a breeder the other
Exactly.
day.
oh my God.
See?
God.
You didn't like that.
That's insulting. That's
Please
very
do
insulting.
explain.
What was that about, Duchess? Because I can't remember. I just remember calling her a breeder and everybody freaked out. She said that when she has children, that they're going to keep her last name, and if she gets married, she's not
Oh,
changing
yeah.
her name.
Yeah.
And if the husband wants to have the same name, he can take her name. And I said, this is not a breeder. You do not want to breed with this woman right here.
Okay,
Well, I
that is
stand by that
so.
Wash some dishes or get pregnant or something.
Oh my fucking God. That is so disgusting.
Barefoot pregnant, right?
Yeah. Well. Okay. So the comments. Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. What am I doing out of the kitchen? I ain't cooking for no man. Won't bow down to no man.
Right.
White women going the way of the dire wolf,
Damn.
and a lot of cats are going to go homeless.
Well, they did bring the dire wolf back, technically. I'm just saying.
Well, but not really. Didn't they kind of like fudge that up a
Kinda,
bit?
sort of,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, I don't know. But no, I find, look, I have 2 kids, but I find the term breeder kind of gross. You know, and it's clearly for women who hate children, and that's fine. You don't have to have children, but to just refer to a woman as a breeder because she wants to have a family is gross.
No, okay. So what I was saying is she's not a breeder. Like when we raise
the term
dogs,
is gross.
Right. You have brood bitches, all right, and they're your breeders, all right, and then you have the other ones that you just have spayed, and then they're like your hunting dogs. All right. You don't.
Who are you? What the fuck is wrong with you today?
I'm just telling you how it works in the hunting area, with dog breeding, hunting dogs.
Hold on. I gotta
divorced,
stop you. So are we basically comparing women to dogs?
Yeah, right now I am. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Just to make a comparison of breeders, right? Like if you had a dog, you had a female, which they call a bitch. Yeah. And she threw really good pups that were very good at hunting and everything like that. Then they would take her out of the field and she would be a brood bitch. So whenever she came in the heat, you'd bring over your best male and breed her. Exactly. And then those would be good pups. Now, if you had a dog that was a female that was a good hunter, but her pups were retarded, what you would do with her is you would just spay her and then she would just be a hunting dog. She wouldn't be a brood bitch, was the term. Just saying. I don't know why you're so upset about this. This is just common.
I'm letting you explain your dumb dog theory.
I think what John is saying, in the interest of preserving the human race, we only want certain women with certain qualities that will be able to breed certain humans that will be able to contribute to society and further perpetuate the race of humanity in the way that will allow us to continue to dominate the planet.
I think that was done before by a guy named Hitler. I don't know. I don't
know about that. We go back to Adam and Eve, I guess, but you could throw Hitler in there.
Hey, why did we get thrown out of paradise? Because some fucking bitch had to bite an apple when she was told not to. If she'd have kept her fucking mouth shut and done what she was told, we'd all be in fucking paradise right now.
My wife should have watched this, so there's so much I can say, but I'm just...
Are you retarded? What is wrong with you? You're busy showing off is what you're doing.
How am I showing off? I'm serious about that.
You're busy
why do we get
fluffing up for George here.
Why do we get thrown out of paradise? Why do we get thrown out of paradise? Because
in the make-believe book? Yeah, because someone ate an apple.
Now the Bible's the make-believe book.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
And John's storybook that he conveniently chooses to believe at times. Okay.
I don't know if you know this, George, but
Hitler.
Yeah, listen.
Nice.
I don't know if you know this, George, but Kate doesn't believe in the invisible sky buddy. That's Jesus.
That's okay.
Fair
I'm
enough.
allowed to.
I hear you. All righty. Listen, I think it's time for voicemails. Oh, boy.
Yeah, changing the subject.
Before we get into voicemails, I did get this note that I wanted to read. It's a text. It says, "Hey, John, not sure how long this has been around, but I'm downloading the latest to give a listen after a long-winded rant between you and Duchess. I did not like the promo either. Gave me no clue about what it's about. My old, not boomer, old Gen X, but still, I didn't understand the name until you were bitching about it, and then I looked it up and downloaded it. Anyway, listened to one of the latest episodes while working and had to stop and agree with you on this one. Sorry, sweet Duchess. Love you guys. You make me laugh. Have a blessed evening."
What podcast were you talking about?
Remember when I was yelling at
poor Cody? Yeah.
Yeah, because
it was more of a promo than a...
He was making promos that nobody... It was just... making promos that nobody knew what it was about. But when I talked about it, she still went down and downloaded the podcast.
Right. So she figured it out. So
but not because of the promo. Because
was it she? Did you just say?
Yeah, she.
Yeah. Okay.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
So George, what we're doing here is we try to get other podcasters to give us like a 30 to 45 second promo. And then what I do is I insert them into the episode. To promo, if you have one, please give it to me. I will definitely.
I actually heard the one for Misanthrope Radio, which was actually really funny.
That's so funny.
I know he's in here in the chat. So
he is.
Hey man, shout out. That was great.
He's not the smartest guy because he says shit like this. Like, John only says smart stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
See, this is where Kate shows off her jealousy.
Right? I don't care. Go ahead.
Anyhow, what I'm saying is that podcasters, I don't know if you noticed, we're wordy. So when you say, okay, give me a promo, they send you like a 2-minute mini episode. Right. And I don't want that. I want like a 35, maybe 45. You got to get wordy, and then we'll put it in the thing. I don't need a minute 6, a minute 10. I don't want that. I just want like a nice tight 30, 45 second promo that I can throw in here. I don't think that's too much to ask. But when you talk to a guy from Kentucky who, I don't know about his breeding, but maybe he's a tight line breed. I don't know that. But what I'm saying is sometimes you can't get through his thick head on how things are supposed to be done. That's all.
Well, that
here you go.
I'm not gonna touch that. I don't know the guy. So, but what you're saying, it comes from the old radio ad days of 30-second spots, right? So,
John's an old timey
I get what you're trying to
wannabe
do.
radio guy. Yep.
All right.
Not wannabe. I take that back. That's mean. I didn't mean it in that way.
No, I know that, but
you
let me
had-
just say this to you. If you're listening, I listen to a ton of podcasts. So as soon as the commercials start, if I have my phone near me, I grab it and I go for the 30-second. I go for the button to
Yeah, many people do.
Okay. So now if I'm sitting there and I'm listening to it, and by the time I get the phone out to do that, I've already heard the promo, that's fine. But if you're doing all this razzle dazzle stuff, and then you have the meat of the promo near the end of where the podcast, what it is, what it's about, and how to get to it, they never hear it because they've already skipped over it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Just like in any kind of this is how I believe in podcasts. Put your best stuff up front because you want to hook them. Number two, you want to keep them. And as your fans, right, as your fans, your real fans, they'll listen till the end no matter basically what you're talking about. Like right now, we'll have, I don't know, whatever we have, but they're here for the voicemails. Now, I enjoy the voicemails. I have to calm them down sometimes because it was getting a little, pedophilia.
Yeah.
Guys, don't get me
Get out of
wrong.
hand, huh?
Yeah, I mean, my humor is so dark.
Oh, stop.
It's called Under the Bed. That's how dark my humor is.
Oh, okay.
I just thought I was going to say it picks cotton.
God.
I didn't say that. All right.
I thought you were going to say Nick.
Stop. I hate that fucking drum.
I wasn't going to say it, but I said it, but not really.
Right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Half Dead Fred's called in.
Hey, John. Hey, Texas. Yeah. You hear this? It's Half Dead Fred. Hey, let me tell you something. I really can't stop thinking about that new chick, Half Dead Fred. Yeah.
It's Half Tit Flo. See, these old guys, they can't even get their names right.
She's troubled. She's hot. And she's anywhere near me. Chaos is guaranteed. I'm going to tell you right now. So, Fran, hey, let me ask you straight. You on Tinder or something? I can't find your OnlyFans page because I ain't wasting my charm on the wrong app, baby. You and me. Yeah, we can make some headlines or at least a mess somewhere talking about, baby. Half Dead Fred signing off. My toss of my hat, my dentures, and my dignity out the window. And I hope you're picking the one.
Now, you notice how he said he was signing off and he's still talking? This is what I'm talking about. This has to be
Clearly a
podcaster.
boomer.
It's a podcaster.
Come up, good friend. We'll talk to you later.
Flo. It's Florence.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. All right.
Oh, fuck, Aaron. No, let me respond to this. You don't even have a credit score when it comes to your humor there, Aaron. Sorry. You don't even register. Forget that.
All right,
Someone
we have
said
Dean.
he's looking
You know
for
what?
feet pics.
I don't know what happened with Budweiser. I was supposed to get something from Budweiser. I didn't get anything from Budweiser today. I don't know. I guess he was. Hope everything's okay. He's in here, right?
Hey, peeps. It's All White Dean. Great day for football, eh? Got a question for you. What is 18 inches long and makes women scream all night?
Duchess, what is 18 inches long and makes women scream all night?
There's no right answer.
No, I know who it's from too. No, there is no right answer.
Right.
No. Mm-mm.
Crib death.
Crib death.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Are you kidding?
Okay. And then we
Oh
have
my
half,
god! Sorry.
and always a crowd favorite, Half Black Neil.
Oh.
Hey, fellas, it's Half Black Neil. I painted my MacBook black so it runs faster. Now it just doesn't work.
No. I can see the problem with that. I can see the problem with that. All right, George. I really appreciate you putting up with us. I'm shocked that you actually came in and did the show with us. I've had a great time. Thank you so much for being here.
George will never speak to us
Oh,
again.
this is nothing. You know, like I said, John, you need to watch my brother and I. You'll see me in a whole different light. Believe me.
It's definitely going to put that on my list to do. I would definitely want to check that out.
Oh, wait, hang on. It says John doesn't check the Boomer Bunker for voicemail.
I did check it. What time did he? I'll tell you.
Seems
Hold
like
on.
you got another one, John.
Hold on. I'll check the site right now because.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
That's right. Let me go to the voicemail.
We're professionals here, George.
Right. Well, I mean, when am I supposed to check these things?
I think I timed this about right.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you know what? It's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. I swear that's. Wait a minute. No. This is half Redneck Bob. Oh, wait a minute. Is that?
We didn't hear half Redneck Bob.
We didn't hear. Okay.
No.
Give me a second. I'll get it done. I'll do it right now. Don't you?
Okay.
I'll show you.
Don't tell me I can't play a voicemail.
Tell me I'm not a professional. Do me a favor. Tell me if you can hear this.
Hey, everyone.
Yep.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
F Redneck Bob here. Got two of them for you. How can you tell that you are staying in a redneck motel?
How can you tell if you're staying? Oh, shit. I just fucked up. God damn it.
Dolt.
Dolt.
Roll.
Like Deuce will say, oh, you dolt.
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 You dolt.
Nice.
Hold on. I can fix this. I'll get it straight. All right. Let's try this again.
Got two of them for you. How can you tell that you are staying in a redneck motel?
I don't know. How can you tell if you're staying in a redneck motel? Duchess?
No idea.
I'm a little nervous about this one myself.
When you call reception and say, I've got a leak in my sink, and they reply with, sure, go ahead.
Stop the stupid
All right, that's
jokes.
one.
Second one is, how can you tell if a redneck female is a virgin?
How can you tell if a redneck female? I think I should be able to get this one. If she's a virgin, that's got to be something with a brother. I don't know.
Or cousin, I guess.
Cousin.
Or brother cousin.
She is able to run faster than her brothers and cousins.
We're both right.
There we go. That's still not Budbucker, though. I think that was Sparky Toast.
He says
He said he sent one in on Saturday, John.
I don't know
George
where
saw
that
it.
is. Because I check when I get done with them, I check them and then I basically archive them so they're not sitting in there. I don't know. I'm sorry, Budbucker. You're going to have to set it in again. I apologize. I don't know where it went.
No.
It's just the way things are.
I
All
like
right.
how Neil enunciated everything he said.
Yes.
Right?
Well, last time he when
Right.
he called in his joke, everything kind of
Mushed together.
It was a little
Yeah.
mush mouthy, yeah. So
Then I got yelled at because I told it wrong or I did something wrong.
well, you repeated it how you thought you heard it, and it sounded like that. So I mean, it was you picked and went running with it, and it was fine.
As I do.
Neither one of us got it anyway.
All right. I want to thank George from the World Ablaze with George Fonts. You can check out all his links are in the show notes here. And you can also find him at worldablazepodcast.com. And also go to the YouTube video like I'm going to. Check out the show with his brother called Random Thoughts with George Emmanuel. Now, if this is his show, how did you get first?
Random Thoughts with Manuel and George.
Oh, Manuel and George. I was going to say, how did you get first billing?
I wanted to be Manuel and George because it was really like a continuation of what we used to do on his show. And on top of that, it also the way we're oriented, like the way he sits in our cameras, how they're usually lined up. I'm always looking at him because he's like here. Anyway, it's just I don't know. It just flows.
Oh, I don't
like
want to
Manuel and George.
I don't want to get Emmanuel. I don't want to get Emmanuel mad at me. I don't want to give him.
That was my fault. I typed it in wrong.
It was just how it just flowed. It's just George and Manuel just sounded. I don't know, Manuel. Whatever. You know what? Manuel and George. There you go.
That's all right, Duchess. You didn't have to say. I was going to take the bullet for you.
I didn't want you to take the bullet. No,
My
I
brother,
wrote it wrong.
believe me, the guy, he's good. Don't worry about him.
It's a great podcast. It's a lot of fun. I think the favorite one that you had had done is when you guys were talking about Sasquatches and all that. I'm still laughing. It was so
That was good.
funny. And then I guess something came up about New Jersey, and you're like, we have a listener in New Jersey. I'm like, that's me.
Exactly.
Like driving to
No, we
Virginia.
had
I'm like,
to,
that's me.
We have to take a few weekends off because he has things going on with his
Yeah.
daughter for like games and things. But we got a
It's
few
so
more
fun.
that are going to be coming out. But yeah, I think you'd enjoy it, John. I think it'd be right up your alley, and I think you'll, like I said, you're going to see me a little bit differently.
All right. So, again,
rant.
my
That's awesome.
podcast. Okay. So I have to ask this question. It's a YouTube channel. Why not take the audio of that and put it out as a podcast?
Which one?
The Emmanuel and George one.
We do.
Manuel. You do put it out as a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. You know
Yeah,
why?
that's how it started, was audio only. We did video later, only because the way we talk, and you got to see the interaction, because we were getting crap from people listening and people that knew us, like, George sounds like really mean to Manuel, or Manuel's really freaking like, sounds like you're mad at each other and fighting, but you got to see our facial expressions to get it. We're brothers, so we have a certain way of connecting. We know how to push each other's buttons, you know?
Yeah, but see, I'm more of a podcast listener. So if it comes out as an audio podcast, I'll grab that. I'm not the guy that goes and watches a YouTube video.
It's on audio. It is.
Okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
and then
I
I'll
love
also
watching
put
the
I'll put the video version also on Spotify, because they allow you to do that. But I'm with you, John. I'm audio first. Like, I know you're trying to end the show, but my personal thing here on podcasting, video kind of sucks. I'm sorry, because I'm the guy that I'm working with my hands or I'm driving. I can't watch a fucking video. I want to hear it. And the thing with hearing it, which is how podcasting started, it's audio. You get to take it in differently. You really do. And I prefer the audio, John. I do. But you know what? I can't ignore the video side. It's just, I feel like we're being pushed that direction. There are some instances where it makes sense, especially on certain examples, or for me, for guest episodes, it makes sense because you get to see the interaction, the pauses, the expressions. That makes sense. But in a lot of other instances, I don't think it's needed. I really don't think it's needed. I think audio is the preferred method of podcasting in my mind, and I think eventually people are going to circle back to it. And I'll just tell you what, when it comes to statistics, I actually looked into this because I was wondering. I was like, am I wasting my time with audio? No, audio still outpaces video.
It does.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. I love this because we have a great chat room. You know, people come in and they are part of the show and love them to death, and they do add to the show. You know, even like Bob's in there. Tell him he watches Ladyboy videos. He watches Ladyboy. Here, I don't know if you know this, but if you one time you bring something to this show because it you, and you bring it to show them, then you're tagged as a Ladyboy lover, which is fine. I don't care. I mean, I'm sure I would do the same thing. But
you went on about it. That's the problem. That's what happened. You waxed on and on about how this lovely lady.
That's not what happened.
Not a lady.
That's again, you're that's fake news.
No.
I saw a video of this really attractive Asian woman, and she comes on and she takes off her nails and she does, and then she takes her top off, and then she's got this bra on. She reaches behind her back and she drops this thing, and it's a man's chest. And I went, oh! Like
It's
I
a
was
chest plate.
It was a chest plate. I was like, what? And then he takes his hair off and he washes his face and everything. It's a dude. And I was like, how do you not? I mean, that's the scariest thing. Like, look, I don't give a shit if if you're an adult and you want to dress as a woman or whatever. I don't give a shit like that. But that guy right there, he's going to fool some dudes. That's the ones that, like, I mean, if you look like me in a dress, that's, you're not going to fool anybody. But that guy, what was his name? Something Tiara.
It's Plastique Tiara, who is
a
drag queen.
This guy from?
I saw him on TikTok.
I think he's from Vietnam, but he's young, a very young, slim, pretty young man who dresses very nicely and as a woman, and he looks like a woman, like a beautiful Asian woman. and John just got like rooked in.
Couldn't tell. And I said, watch this. And now I'm a Ladyboy lover.
Yeah. Well, because he played it for all of us.
So now John's the star of Bangkok Confidential.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
But there's a difference between an effeminate drag queen and a ladyboy. A ladyboy literally is tits and a dick. So.
Oh, I didn't even know that. See, I didn't know. I didn't know.
John doesn't even know what he likes.
not
I
true.
shouldn't even know that. I don't know why I know that.
That's the
I don't know.
biggest dick I've ever
You know what?
seen.
Too much research, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Or as Bob said, something wrong.
Yeah, pretty much.
Something wrong.
Yeah.
We are cool with ladyboys. There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. George, thank you for hanging
Thank
out
you
with
so
us.
much.
I love it, man. Thank you.
This
And we'll
was
talk
fun.
to you on, what is today? Monday. We'll talk to you
Today's
on
Monday.
Thursday.
Oh, we
Thursday.
are definitely staying in touch. Don't worry about that.
Excellent.
You got my info, so appreciate you guys having me. I like this. Love hanging. And if it ever happens in the future, just let me know. Just go ahead and reach out. I'll be back.
All right. Thank you. All right, Duchess. Say
Appreciate
goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Boomer Bunker. We'd love for you to become a bunker dweller and join us live. Catch our live streams every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Rumble, and X. If you've just found us, be sure to follow or subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast apps so you never miss a new episode.
Check out
And
my
hey,
penis.
While you're there, do us a solid, share the show, tell a friend, and leave a review. It really helps. For show updates, shenanigans, and general tomfoolery, follow us on social media. All the links
Show
are
me
in
your
the show
tits.
notes, or simply visit boomerbunker.com. And we'd love to hear from you. Got something to say? Please shoot us an email at john@boomerbunker.com. You can also send a text or leave a voicemail at 856-477-1935.